Well, as my mom would say, that's a deep subject for shallow minds. So that's good. Hi! Oh, gosh. This used to be a lot easier when I was younger. Welcome to RCindustry. Well, hey, it's Rick here, and wow, we got back from the No Name Nationals, and today we're going to work on this old Blue Brown. One of the things that was going on is that we've got a pretty much figured out that we've got an internal vacuum leak somewhere on this intake manifold. So, with the help of many of the great mechanics that are down at the No Name Nationals, that's kind of what we deduced from all the issues that's going on with this thing. So, well, actually, the only really issue is it doesn't idle right, and the vacuum secondaries. When you nail it, there's not enough vacuum to open that those vacuum secondaries up. And if you take this carburetor and put it on a regular 350 that is working correctly, it works. So it's not the carburetor's issue. So today, what we're going to do is yank this intake off here. I want to get this thing running right, so it's very reliable. Although we made the trip down there and back 14 miles a gallon, it's not that. It's just that it doesn't idle right in traffic and stuff like that. So, and it doesn't have all the horsepowers that we need, to get down the track. But I want to get this thing running good so we can start working on the old 74 Dodge. So, anyway, I think you've all seen tear down before. So I'm just going to tear this down and get the intake manifold sitting over here, and then we'll take a look at it. Show you more. Now, one of the other things we got going on with this, so before I tear this intake manifold out, is I want to kind of flush this thing out. I've taken this radiator out and flushed it. I've flushed the whole block out, and it just was full of like brown gooky stuff. And I noticed that it gets hot when you're driving down the road. It doesn't get hot. It doesn't get over 185, 190, but I've got a 160 thermostat in it. So, and we only got a 2-core radiator, so definitely want to make sure we got all this crap out. So I've been back flushing this, and the brown rust water and whatever is just pouring out of this thing. So, if you take this like this, it's starting to be pretty clear coming out down here now. But kind of wanted to show you that. That's one of the things I wanted to do before we pull this apart. So anyway, all right, show you more. Okay, we got this thing up on top dead center, and I checked, and we're not 180 out. We're pointing right there, just about right there. So, and that's number 1, of course. So I got all my spark plug wires marked, so I'm going to take all that off, lift this cap off, and then I'm going to take my felt marker and mark exactly where I have the timing set currently, because it runs really good that way. And then that way when we go to put the distributor back in, we'll know exactly where we want it. So, alright, show you more. Okay, so I got all the bolts out of here and everything loose, I think, so let's see. And I don't think I have to take these valve covers off. Doesn't look like I should clear it, I would think. So let's see if we can even get this to pop up. Find some lip here or something. Oh yeah, she'll come right off. She'll come right off there. The big trick is, can I lift it? Because old RCs are getting weak. I'm going to have to lose some of this weight and start working out a little bit. Get this back in shape. Okay. Let's see here. If we can get this up over there. Try to lift it up and come this way with it. Tear up the fan here. Let's see. Oh gosh. Whew. All right, let's take a look at this thing, see what we got. Well, hey, sorry for the interruption in today's video, but I wanted to take this short opportunity to let you know about Shop RCindustry. Yes, you can go to Shop RCindustry and you can get you this trucker's hat. Order online today. We also have shirts, white, gray, and black. And wintertime is coming, so get you a hoodie. We appreciate any purchase you make on Shop RCindustry. You can go to the About section in your phone, scroll down to the very bottom and click on that tab and it'll take you right there. All the proceeds are going back into the builds here at RCindustry. Here at RCindustry, we're making it just like brand used, baby. And now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Okay, I got a couple of blocks of wood here, because I don't want to break off this choke thingy, and I could try to take it out, but I'm afraid I'll break the screw off, so you know how that is. So let's see if we can pop this over. Boy, them gaskets are sure deteriorated. That's not good, is it? Let's see here. If we can get this over. I don't want to bust that thing either. Vacuum port. Okay, so that's. That ain't too good. We need to get another board, I think. Let me see here. I don't flip houses anymore, so I don't have as many of these old junk boards as I used to have. There. Okay, let's get this here like this. Okay. Well, as my mom would say, that's a deep subject for shallow minds. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but anyway, let me get something to scrape on this and let's take a look at this all up in here. I want to make sure that we ain't, we ain't a leaking somewhere or something. I don't know. All right, show you more. Okay, well, I think old Doug down there told me to get this cleaned off and take a straight edge, lay it across here and make sure that that thing is not warped somewhere. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll take this and scrape this all off of here, and yeah, let's see if we can figure out why that thing has done what it's done, or doing what it's doing, or something like that. All right, show you more. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but let's see. This would be the driver's side here. So 1357, but this. I guess this is just an oil splash guard for the heat under the carburetor, or that passageway that goes through here. So these exhaust passageways, this one here, well, first of all, this metal was all up on here, so I kind of tapped that down. But we're pretty good with a straight edge till we get to about right here. And if you get this up here on this top, can you see me moving that? And if we go on the other side, it doesn't do that over here. It's flat all the way to the top. This one is not. This up here is high, this little section right here. So I'm going to take my little die grinder and I'm just going to put one of them rough pads up and see if we can kind of get that down a little bit, because that could be, but I mean, I feel like it was in the exhaust, but if it was leaking out right here, putting exhaust pressure in there, that could be part of the problem too, maybe. So I don't know. That's the only thing I see with it. Other than that, it just looks like an old cast iron intake manifold to me. So I don't know. Leave your comments down below. I'm going to clean that up and see if I can get that to be a little more level across there. It looks like we're good here. I'll clean this up too, but Anyway, all right, show you more. That actually did pretty good. I used that, you know, scratch pad thing there, or whatever that is on there. And now, when you lay that level across there, it don't rock. So I feel like that's cleaned up. Let's get over here and clean all this up, and we'll see if we can get a level across this. Make sure we don't have a head warped, because it seems to get awful hot between that crossover thing there. And I don't know what you do. I'd like to just do away with that, but I don't really know how you do that. So anyway, all right, show you more. Okay, so I run my straight edge on all this once I got it all cleaned up, and yeah, I know I've got stuff all down in there, but I'm going to take my vacuum cleaner and suck all that out. But before I do, I want to take my this 3/8 tap and just run in and out of them holes, and I'm going to run this dye down on all the bolts and just make sure that, you know, they're not bottoming out, and maybe they get tight but they ain't pulling it down tight, because I didn't do that before. So let me get that done, and then we'll go from there. Show you more. Okay, so got all them threads chased on everything, and I ran them down in there, and well, I took a tap and went down in there, but used the dye on these. And so now we're going to take and we're going to suck all this out of here we can, and we're going to gingerly move all this stuff and try not to let any of that go down in that engine, because, you know, that could be bad. So let me flip this on. Okay, well, I think we got everything prepped and ready to put the new gaskets in and get this put back together. Is that a piece of dirt right there? No, I guess not. So I will tell you this. The gasket set, I just happened to remember the number when I went to get a gasket set ordered yesterday. And the gasket set that I had in this is not actually the right one. Now, I don't know, you know, different years, different things or whatever. This is a 76 block and heads. I can tell that by the numbers that are on the block. So it's a 77 truck, but that doesn't mean they had one of these things lying around early. This was an early production 77. So anyway, with that being said, that last set that I ordered came from O'Reilly's. And they never showed me that there was two different ones. They just ordered one and I put it on. And I remember, if you go back and look at the other videos, I made a comment that, well, this looks a little different than the one that came off of it. And if you'll notice, when we pulled that up off there, those intake manifold gaskets were just disintegrated. So I'm wondering if I didn't have the wrong gaskets to start with. So I have found a lot of problems using O'Reilly's, unfortunately. They're very good. They'll get you stuff quick, and it's a good price compared to others and all that. But I went with a mom and pop shop we got here in town. They cost a little more, but we're going to see if those gaskets, if there's, you know, if they look like they fit the intake better, because those other ones, they didn't, you know, they were real sketchy kind of. I remembered after I pulled that off and those looked like they did, I'm like, yeah, I remember that didn't quite look right. So maybe that's the problem, I don't know. But right now we got to wait for the parts to come in. They're supposed to be here around noon, and or sometime after dinner anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this back up, and I got to get some mowing done. So show you more. Okay, well, Eric's here. He's going to help me lift this thing on there. We got our gaskets, and I got them laid out on there, and I got the China wall gaskets on. I know a lot of you don't use them gaskets, but hey, these are the ones with the pins. They don't fall out. I mean, so I've got them glued in there for a better term. I don't know what that would be, but so he's going to help me. We're going to try to set this down in here. So we got to, when we get it over here, we got to kind of go like this to get back past that, and it's just got to set straight down on there. So I don't know. Yeah, you got to get you something to stand on, maybe, I guess. Oh gosh, this used to be a lot easier when I was younger. Okay, I think I can handle it if you can get it up here to me. Maybe. It's got to go up. You got it upside down. It's got to go like this. I'll take that out for a minute. Maybe I can get the finger in there and in here. I got it, I think. Okay, here we go. All right, hand me some of them bolts. They're on the air breather over here. And that one with the big hook. Let me have that one. Yeah. So that one goes right here. And then that other hook goes in the back. You can give me that one. And it goes back here.
Are they supposed to have washers on all of them?
No. None of them will have.
All right. This dude here too.
Well, that's for the distributor. We'll,
Oh.
just leave that right there. Well, put it somewhere. I don't want to lose that. That's the clamp for the distributor. Okay. So we have a few of them. Seems like we must have it in there somewhat close. It's trying to thread the bolts anyway. Now this thing's got to come over here. You can hang that bungee cord up over there by the door where them other ones is hanging. Okay, I think they're all started. So that's good. Hi! Put my foot hung up here. Oh. Holy cow. Okay, well, the book says 40 foot-pounds on them. And so we'll take them to 20 and then to 40, and I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, so we got to start right here. That doesn't want to slip off there. Let me put that doogie whopper on there if I can find it. There it is. By the time you get the slack all out of it, why. Come on now, play friendly. Heck of a place. There's 20, just in time. There's 20. Get this one on 20. There's 20. Oh gosh. Come on now. There's 20. Whew. There's 20. Boy, that thing hurts. Man, sakes. There's 20. Okay, so we got it all 20. Now let's take them up to 40. All right, show you more. Well, those are all torqued to 40 now, so I think I can put the rest of that together if you got to go. Thanks to Eric for coming over and helping me get that up in there. All right, show you more. Well, I'm just going back together with this. I got the carburetor on. I got that all buttoned down. I got the distributor stab back in it. I got the cap on it. I lined it up visually where it was. I left it just a little bit loose so I can tweak it one way or the other if I need to. The only thing that I'm not too crazy about, it looks like this gasket right here, you know, kind of slid this way a little bit, but I don't know. I know that's why people don't use these, because they do that. So we'll see. If that leaks, we may have to do something about that. Let me get the rest of this buttoned up and let's see if it'll start. Show you more. Well, I got everything back on there but the air cleaner. I'll have to put some more water in it. Let's see if it'll start.
the idle jets all the way in and they don't do nothing. That's what it was doing before. So, I don't know. Take it for a spin around the block anyway. Here we go. It definitely seems to run better than it did, but it's idling a little better, but it still don't have no vacuum on the gauge. So I don't know, you know, if it does have a little bit of a competition cam in it, that could be the reason for that. But you know, I don't know. We just don't know anything really about that cam too much. I mean, other than it's working, which was better than the other one. Well, there you have it. I mean, she's running about as best as, I mean, it's running better than it did. But really didn't find anything conclusive with that intake manifold other than that, you know, that one little place there. Maybe it was causing, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I've never had a small block Chevy ever give me these kinds of issues. I mean, granted, and from the very beginning when we got the truck, there was multiple things that had been, you know, messed with on it, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for coming along today. You know, we just get done what we can get done here, and I want to be able to get on the old brown bag over there and get that slant 6 fired up and running, and get a gas tank in it, and go through it. You know, check the brakes. I want to check all the electrical stuff. We talked about that probably a half a year ago, and I ain't never got to it yet. So that's my plan. So anyway, thanks for coming along. Like I said before, and as always, we're making it just like brand used here, baby. Run, Tallulah, run! Hi, baby.